the recording started?
Yeah. It's on. I can always edit it.
You can
later.
edit it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Fine. Welcome, Sirish. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Thank you for making this time for us to be together.
Yeah.
Such a beautiful setting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice afternoon.
Yeah. I always love this time because the sun is about to set over there, and it's a beautiful evening actually. And as the monsoon is just starting, you see the green is all around us. Yeah. Do you have any specific topic that we should discuss?
No, just stay with that. Lush greenery around us these days. Nature is blossoming.
Yeah.
It seems like nature is healing. It seems like birds, animals, nature, us all just getting more quiet.
Yeah.
Getting quieter. So we can maybe start there.
I don't know if you know that in Tamil Nadu or in Tamil, I think in most of India we have 6 season type actually. So in few days we are going to finish the one of the Tamil months, and we say actually that is in a broader category we call this the finish of the male 6 months, and from this month we call the beginning of the female month actually, the feminine 6 months. So it is in this months that we have monsoon, the darkness, and all the green lush comes out actually. So that's why we begin the feminine 6 months with Navaratri, and then we begin the masculine 6 months with Shivaratri. So it is at the end of Shivaratri. On the day of Shivaratri, we see that the cold goes out, and then it's the destruction, as in the heat and the browning and everything is died and destroyed begins. So that's why we call this as a feminine 6 months actually.
That's why goddess in Navratri and then Shivratri is Shiva.
Shiva.
Wow.
Yeah. And as you know, in Hinduism we go in the cycles. It's not like time is never linear. It's always in cycles actually. So
it's interdependent on each other.
Yeah.
So masculine, feminine, it's very visible right now with the lush green and welcoming and nurturing, the feeling of nurturing, receiving.
Yeah.
And we just have to be open to being nurtured. It's all available to us.
This is what, if your cup is full.
And we're still looking elsewhere else. Cup is full and we just can receive it fully.
Actually, when you talk about receiving, I think I really don't know why we don't talk about receiving at all. We always been told about giving.
You're a bit of a masculine of giving. What am I doing for you and others and me, myself? Whenever I really taken the time to be just open to receive, and there is nothing wrong with that. I feel I had to go through a process myself where I had to be open to receiving the feminine energy because it didn't feel safe. I have to admit it was a feeling of safety I had to come up with, where it was okay to receive whatever is coming and not try to protect and defend and judge and analyze and dissect. That was the biggest shift I made, the balance there in terms of giving and receiving. And in India we are so balanced to have this, so blessed to have this knowledge of Shiva and Shakti and Prana and stir and Gati and movement and stillness, and it's coming together with this topic of receiving also. So what would you say? What's going on? What did you notice in terms of like receiving is not happening? What did you feel?
I think for me it was a very big life-changing moment when I know that I could receive without guilt actually. Because whenever I grew up in a middle class family and a very huge family, so it's always receiving was like, it's not there. You need to be like, they try to make you self-sufficient for some reason or other reason, which is perfectly fine in a normal world, but the pressure that it put on us is very high actually. And then when I have to start receiving, for example, when some offers has been given to me, I was not able to receive it, because I always thought that there is some an underlying reason behind it. People were just humble, or the people were just happy to give you, and I always thought that, oh, maybe this person is giving because he is
intention
behind it. So I was always scared to receive. Still, I think I cannot receive as free as I would expect myself, or I would want myself to receive, because I always think, oh, maybe this is happening because there is going to be this and there is going to be this. So in that way, I'm not in the present moment of receiving. I'm always in the past or always in the future. Why this person or this is happening? Why this has been given to me? So in that case, in that way, I was also not enjoying. And most important of all, I realized that, for example, you wanted to give me a tea, you wanted to invite me your house for your tea, for example. I'm not in a position, if I'm not receiving, I'm not giving you that happiness of giving me.
That's the completion. The other person who's sharing also needs the completion of you receiving. If the communication is not complete without that. And that's where all of our, people are feeling distance, more and more distance. Like, we are not just takers if we are sharing something and receiving and giving, but that was a guilt in us, in me too, like, oh, I'm just a taker, I'm just, and it's also another aspect was, not to change topic, another aspect
From
was
your
that
perspective,
I was like a people pleaser.
Always
like, I am good enough only if I'm doing things for people. And when they offered me rides or they offered me something, I was like, no, I'm perfectly fine taking care of myself. I really didn't actually have any needs. But for some reason, I saw others as needy. And actually, that is the need. That was the need I had, because we see others as helpless or not powerful enough to take care of themselves, and I have to. So when we are in that mode of helping, we're seeing them others as needy, we're not open to receiving in that sense also, because we don't feel that, first of all, we don't feel we are deserving of receiving, and secondly, we feel that, oh, others are more important than me.
So this is the thing I think we should go deeper in our next video also about receiving. Actually, the thing is that I don't know, you know that I just finished my TTC. Only two things I try to teach them, and I'm also doing a workshop soon. It will be art of saying no and how to receive. Because these two things, as an adult, grown up in Indian society, lived in thing, I think these two we are missing. I think, what do you assume?
For sure. Art of saying no, especially for sensitive people. When they're sensitive to others' feelings, they don't want to hurt your feelings, and especially in India, we'll say no.
You
like
yourself,
this.
you told that you are a people pleaser,
Yeah, I'm people pleaser. I could not
so you
say
couldn't
no.
say no.
I felt burdened by having to say yes to every